Next, coming up, helping farmers here in Maine and across the country. Why Congresswoman Chellie Pingree says more needs to be done to get people better access to locally grown food. Her plan to do it. Farmers across Maine are applauding a bill that Maine U.S. Congresswoman Chellie Pingree will introduce to Congress later this week. Pingree was in Cape Elizabeth at Jordan Farm today to announce the Local Farms Food and Jobs Act. New at 6, News 8 Steve Minnick joins us now from the newsroom with all the details. Steve?
Well, Tracy, several dozen farmers and local food advocates were there today to hear the Congresswoman's plan. She's hoping her bill will both expand opportunities for local farmers while at the same time make access to locally grown foods easier for everyone. Pingree says despite the recent explosion of local food sales all across the country, the federal government still has too many barriers in place which make it difficult for many people, especially school kids and low-income families, to get healthier foods. Among her ideas, to provide funding to help farmers build the infrastructure to grow and sell their goods, create more programs tailored towards organic farmers, and fix some of the outdated policies which inhibit schools from purchasing local foods.
Doing their business. So we're looking at a local foods title to the Farm Bill, hoping that some of the money that now gets spent on big subsidies for ethanol and commodity farming can actually be spent on local foods and local farmings, getting it in our school lunch program, making it easier for low-income people to buy food that was grown locally, and making sure we can all have access to the farmers we want to keep in business.
And I think what this bill does is really help us get more of that product into the food system, create more business for farms, which then will create more revenue for farms, which then will create a much more vibrant and vital agricultural community here in the state of Maine.
And the hope is the more food they sell and produce, the more hands farmers will have to hire. Live in the newsroom, Steve Minnick, News 8.
Maine Congresswoman Chellie Pingree is hoping to create jobs on local farms through changes she's proposing in the federal farm bill. Today, Pingree met with farmers during a visit to Jordan's Farm in Cape Elizabeth. Her bill is a package of reforms and new programs that will encourage production of local food. She says currently American farm policy favors large industrial producers over small farmers. One provision would provide schools with a local school credit to purchase local foods, as well as change federal policies that inhibit schools from purchasing local food.
It's getting it in our school lunch program, making it easier for low-income people to buy food that was grown locally, and making sure we can all have access to the farmers we want to keep in business.
Tonight, it is a new effort to make the food on your table healthier and more local. Congresswoman Chellie Pingree gathered with family farmers in Cape Elizabeth today. They say the goal is to change federal rules that benefit big agribusinesses over family farmers. The farmers at the event say local food is often healthier food, plus it's better for the environment. You don't have to ship it as far, and better for the local economy.
It is no exaggeration to say that without the local food movement, Smiling Hill Farm would not be alive today. We only survive because of our local, loyal customers who visit our farm and buy our products.
Representative Pingree is a former organic farmer herself. She will introduce the Local Farms Food and Jobs Act later this week in Washington.